Aloha, Scott the Astro Manager here. Short while ago, I don't know, maybe a month or so, I posted something on my blog and I thought, well, let me try this way and see if this is another way we can discuss some topics, and maybe if you're interested, let me know. Tell me what you think. So if you read anything in the sort of popular press these days, you see there's lots of articles about the remote work versus office work. And it's shaping up where towards the end of the pandemic period, the sense was working from home is here to stay. And then slowly people said, well, maybe we need to come back to the office once a week. And now you're starting to see CEOs and managers just bringing whole-scale everybody back into the office. And employees really like the freedom from working from home and the sense that they get more done, not have to artificially separate work and home life, and do it in a more integrated way. Makes their day more easy and more efficient in each aspect of their life. Now, CEOs and managers are complaining overall that the bottom line isn't working. There's not as much innovation in this working from home era. And that CEOs are seeing a lack of innovation with remote workers, and remote workers believing they're more efficient. They're not at odds at all. And the reason why they're not at odds is innovation is hard work. Innovation usually is something beyond the routine, the definition of innovation. So workers feel more efficient at home because they are more efficient. They have a task list, things they have to get done. They can get them done more easily when they're at home than when they're in the office. However, working at home alone, not having these opportunities as much for chance encounters with your colleagues, even schedule encounters with your colleagues. Meetings via Zoom aren't the same as meetings in person. So there are less interactions, there are less people telling you what to do, there are less people coming into your office and interrupting you. All those things make you more efficient. They also mean there are fewer chances for having new ideas being brought to you, and for you to be able to bounce some ideas of other people and improve them. So I notice, in a way, my working from home, and this is what I do now, it does give me more think time, more individual time, where I can then use my creativity, right? So that's a plus for innovation. But what you don't get from home are these chance encounters or even schedule encounters, right? Because let's face it, scheduled Zoom meetings aren't the same as scheduled in-person meetings. But so you don't get these chance encounters to get new bits of information, to exchange new ideas, to find out, oh, somebody else is working on this. I have an idea, I've worked on that. Or just to hear someone's crazy idea and think, that's a crazy idea, but I wonder if it has some merit, or what if you did this instead? Those kind of interactions where you're not planning to talk about how to improve something or how to innovate, but it happens because you're in there working with people and new ideas, new information comes, and you have people to bounce ideas off of, and things start to happen and grow. So you don't get that so much when you're working from home unless you plan for it. And I think that's the key. Whether we end up going, or whether you individually are working more from home or more from the office, we need to bring those key elements into each scenario. You're working from home, or if you have mostly remote workers, then you need to start planning specific purposeful opportunities for innovation. That may seem kind of strange, right? Innovation is just this random, sporadic thing. How do you schedule that? Well, you schedule opportunities for random ideas, for meeting without an agenda, for forcing people to talk to each other and say, encouraging, however you decide to do it, to talk to each other about what they're doing in different ways other than going through a task list. Scheduling some unscheduled time for these sorts of interactions. So you bring those things, have meet and greets, right? Have random, you go into Zoom rooms, you're paired with a random person, right, to discuss a topic or an idea or whatever the content of the meeting is. You can bring elements in that purposely build these chance encounters that happen naturally in sort of a more personal, interactive environment. Or if you're going into more back to the office environment, then you want to recover some of that efficiency that we're all getting from working at home, which means giving people the ability to control their time, not filling your day with scheduled meetings and other events. And you can do that both, you get as a manager or CEO type leader, also as a individual employee. Don't look at your calendar as a set of empty spaces waiting for other people to fill. Take control of that calendar yourself for the work you need to do. So you can bring some of these think time, these quiet time, this more schedule control time. There's meeting free Fridays, there's meeting free afternoons, how you look at your email and how do you respond to those sorts of prompts that disrupt your train of thought. See my email series if you want more ideas there, but basically limit your email interaction time to set times during the day so it's not a constant distraction. But those are sorts of things. You want to bring back more schedule control, more quality individual time in the office setup. That keeps the innovation because you're still working in a personal environment. You'll be walking to the water cooler and be able to talk with other people. You're talking to people in meetings, and while you're waiting for someone to show up, you interact more informally. That doesn't happen in your online meetings. So you keep the innovation, but you give people more control of their schedule, and that keeps some of the efficiency. And at home, you want to supplement this being able to work and concentrate with some scheduled time that brings creativity to the fore, opportunities for creativity and innovation by creating chance encounters purposefully. So are they chance encounters then? Who knows? But you're bringing these opportunities for people to interact and bounce ideas off us. So I think that those two things, that's the wave. That's how we move forward with this. That's how we combine our efficiency gains and improve the innovation that we're seeing from just work from home. So anyhow, I hope you found that interesting, useful. If you have any thoughts, please let me know down below. And I hope you see me next time. Bye-bye.